State data shows that in the past 3 years, there have been more than 1,000 crashes involving emergency vehicles that were already responding to an incident. 6 of those crashes were deadly. That's why local law enforcement are using this Crash Responder Safety Week to remind everyone of the safe driving practices when you see crews responding to a crash. Tonight, WKYT's Alyssa Williams sits down with a sheriff who says he's grateful to be alive after his own experience with an on-duty crash. It's our top story at 6.
Law enforcement know to hope for the best but prepare for the worst each shift they embark on. But Montgomery County Sheriff David Charles says he didn't expect to be hit while working a crash in September.
I was struck by another vehicle. I never saw it coming. The speed of the vehicle, according to the download from the computer, was 77 with no brake activation.
Charles says he was assisting Bath County officials with a crash on I-64 when a vehicle hit the back of his truck.
I knew I'd been in a serious accident. I just didn't know how serious it was at the time.
He says he suffered a severe concussion, a swollen spine, and a bruised sternum, among other injuries.
God had his hand on my shoulders that day because everything had to go right. And if any of those hadn't occurred, then I wouldn't be here today.
Mount Sterling Police Captain Kalen Perdue says given how close his department is with the sheriff's office, this situation shook his officers as well. So Perdue's stressing the importance, if you see blue lights flashing on the road, slow down.
No one wants to be out there during this time. We hate that people are being late for their appointments or late for work, but sometimes it's just much more important to just stop, slow down, and think about the repercussions that can happen when people aren't paying attention on the roadway.
Charles says while drivers should respect first responders working crashes every day of the year, this week truly is a reminder to folks that those first responders are people just like him, eager to get home to their families safely.
I'm sure that whatever you're thinking or doing at the time that you're not concentrating on your driving is not near as important as their wives, sons, and daughters that are waiting on them. So drive safely. Make sure you buckle up and have regard for others.
In Montgomery County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
And first responders also want to remind you of the expansion of the Slow Down Move Over law. It used to only apply to first responders in tow trucks, but since this summer, if there's a vehicle with flashers, flares, or other warning signals, you must move over. Crash Responder Safety Week begins tomorrow and concludes on Friday.